Hardware Compatibility List. This tool allows users to verify that all third-party drivers, hardware, etc. are compatible with the UCS Central system. Prerequisites. You must have some version of the hardware compatibility list installed on your UCS Central system. By default, there will be one installed, but it's highly recommended to update to the latest version. There are two ways to do this: schedule periodic syncs of the file, or manually import it. To schedule periodic HCL syncs, you must create a Cisco.com account and select Hardware Compatibility List Updates to obtain access to the hardware compatibility lists. To create a Cisco.com account, click the System Configuration icon and choose Cisco.com account. Enter your Cisco.com username and password. Enable proxy access to Cisco.com if required by your network. If you enable proxy access, enter a proxy host name, port number, username, and password. Select Hardware Compatibility List Updates to enable downloading the Hardware Compatibility List, and click Save. With your Cisco.com account set, you can now sync to the latest HCL file version. To view the HCL, click the System Tools icon and choose Hardware Compatibility. At the top left side of the page, you can see the current version, date, and import method of the HCL file on the UCS Central system. To schedule a periodic hardware compatibility list, click the Tools icon on the Hardware Compatibility page and choose Scheduling Periodic Hardware Compatibility List Syncs. In the Periodic Hardware Compatibility List Sync schedule, select On Demand, Daily, Weekly, or Bi-weekly. If you select On Demand, the hardware compatibility list will only be synced when you click the Tools icon and choose Synchronize Hardware Compatibility List. If you select Daily, Weekly, or Bi-weekly, the hardware compatibility list is synced during the given increment. Click Schedule. To perform an on-demand sync at any time of the HCL, click the Tools icon and select Synchronize Hardware Compatibility List. UCS Central synchronizes the local hardware compatibility list with the list on Cisco.com. To import the HCL that was downloaded to another location, or if you don't want to set up your Cisco.com account, click the Tools icon and choose Import Hardware Compatibility List. If the file is saved locally on your system, click Local, then select the file to import. If it's stored on a remote server, click Remote, and then enter the required information for the remote server. Click Import. You must apply tags to your servers and adapters before running a hardware compatibility report. Only servers associated with the service profile can be used in an HCL report. Click the Browse Tables icon and choose Servers. On the Servers page, select the server that you want to modify. Click the Tag icon and select Operating System for HCR Tag Type. Then select a vendor and a version for your operating system. Click Add. Repeat these steps for each adapter and adapter driver. Note that you can add multiple adapter tags to an adapter if needed. To run a report, return to the Hardware Compatibility page. Click the Tools icon on the Hardware Compatibility page and choose Create Hardware Compatibility Report. Enter a name in the name field of the Hardware Compatibility Report dialog box. Select a report option. Current version verifies the compatibility of the server with the current version of the firmware. Target version verifies that the hardware is compatible with the release to which you are going to upgrade. If you select Target version, click the Firmware version drop-down menu and select the version to which you are going to upgrade. For this demonstration, we'll use target version. Choose the type of report to run. All generates the report for all domain groups, domains, and servers. Domain group generates a hardware compatibility report for domain groups. Domains generates the report for domains, and servers generates the report for servers. For this demonstration, we'll select all. Click Create. The report displays as in progress while it's running. Once the status changes to complete, you can click View Results to view the report. The hardware compatibility report displays the report summary, which details how many configurations are in a not validated state, cannot determine, or validated state. It also shows other details such as which version of the HCL list you ran, the report server firmware version, how many servers the report was run on, and the report date. The report also shows if an operating system or an adapter is incompatible. If an adapter shows not validated in the status column, click View Compatible Drivers to view a list of drivers that are compatible with your adapter, server model, OS, and firmware version. If the report displays cannot determine, that means that either the operating system or the adapter drivers have not been tagged on that server. For an adapter that is not validated or cannot determine, click Add Tag from within the report. Select Adapter Driver for HCR and select Vendor, Device Type, and Version from the drop-down menus. Click Add. To make the changes take effect, rerun the report, and then click Refresh to view the new status. When a report shows validated, that means that the OS and adapter are compatible with the current firmware version. Click Show Notes to view any related notes or additional details from the hardware catalog. Another method for running the HCL report is through a host firmware package policy. To access this, go to the desired host firmware package policy. In the policy, click Edit. Select a firmware version for the blade or rack. Click Hardware Compatibility. Based on the servers associated to service profiles using this host firmware package policy, this displays the hardware compatibility according to the changes that you've made. This completes the hardware compatibility list.